Hello everyone, and welcome back to As the Rooster Crows. Melissa and I have been super busy with work and company coming over and all that, and Melissa hasn't had a chance to film an update video on the hay bale straw bale garden. So I told her tonight I would film one for her so we can take a look and not get falling behind on what's happening out here. I guess we can start down on this end, the beans, which were slow to start, and I think in the last video, I don't know, anyway, we weren't watering them enough, and now that we're watering them every single day, they have just flourished, and now we're getting a ton of flowers on here. It's going to be about a week and we're going to have quite a few beans. And unlike my garden that's down at the hobby farmhouse, no deer are eating this thanks to the fence. The cucumber plants here are doing really nice. They have a nice dark green color to them now. Remember, some of these were stunted a little bit from the frost earlier this year, but yesterday we actually harvested our first cucumber out of here. And now I see these plants are getting a lot of them. We actually pulled them from down over here. There's another one right there that's looking pretty good. This here, I believe, is a watermelon plant, and that thing is starting to take off and vine pretty good too. Over here with the potato plants, these were planted a week later. I think these are the blues, and then we have the whites, and on the far end over on the left here we have the reds. They're starting to get that sickly look. You can see it here too. There's two plants here on the far end that have finally died back. So that's telling me that within the next, I don't know, 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we'll be able to dig the potatoes. The cabbage plants, they're starting to roll, so we'll be getting some cabbage here this fall. I was wondering how they were going to do, and they seem to be doing okay. I do think that there's a little bit of a bug that's eating some of the leaves here. We might have to take care of that. The eggplants are really doing good. They've had a few flowers. Oh, there was one right there. There's a little fruit started inside of there. They're doing good. The peppers, I don't know. Some of them seem to be doing really good. Some of them are doing horrible. Like this one over here. It's like some of them like the bales. None of them really like the bales. I'll tell you that right now. But then look at this one. Healthy as can be. But even though the plants don't look good, we're still getting quite a few peppers. The onions have really flourished in this raised bed here. I see some of them now are starting to fall over a little bit. We did have a stormy night last week, so that could be part of it. I don't see that you know, when they start to fall over, they get kind of weak, and these still feel pretty strong. But once they start falling over, which will start happening in the next couple of weeks, it'll be time to harvest here, just like with the potatoes. I'd say probably 3 weeks they're going to be ready to go. Garlic is looking good. It's funny. All of the garlic cloves that were planted came out of the same bag of garlic that we bought, you know, to plant. And there were like 3 or 4 that just came up about an inch and didn't do anything more. Asparagus, nothing that we can really eat this year, but they came up real nice. I think they were 2 year. I think next year we can start harvesting these. More peppers that don't look all that great yet. Definitely making peppers. I don't know, you tell me what's going on there. These plants right here, which are called ground cherry tomatoes, are the coolest thing ever. They've been healthy the whole time. They're growing really well. Whatever it is, we've never had them before. They grow in these pods like this. And then when they fall off, you can open them up and eat them. You're not supposed to pick them before they fall off. And there's a lot of them on there. So they're going to be pretty exciting when we can finally eat one of those. Hopefully we like them. Her tomato plants, they're going really, really nice. We put tomato cages on them because they were starting to fall over. They're just look healthy. Lots of tomatoes are already started on here. Neither of us really care that much for tomatoes, but we're growing them. We're gonna make salsa and stuff. We do like that, tomato sauce and everything. It's just to grab a tomato and just eat one. Yeah, maybe once or twice a year. These here are all the tomato plants that we didn't have room for in the bales. It just got shoved into pots. These two dry out real fast. They have to be watered every single day, but there's a lot of tomatoes on these also. They're not very big yet, but these Romas are off to a good start. Our little 3-pot herb garden is doing really good. We have Kohlrabi over here, and right now they're about the size of that one's about the size of a golf ball. As soon as they get up to about the size of a baseball, they'll be ready to harvest. As far as the squash go on this end of the garden, there's nothing bad to say. I think tonight Melissa's going to start harvesting some of these. I mean, they're everywhere. I mean, look at all them little ones in there started. Every plant. And look at like this zucchini. It's already almost too big. So anyway, like every year with the garden, when stuff starts being ready for harvest, you get way too much from what you need. We need to start eating these because this is really going good over here. She has some of this stuff that's planted in the bale too. I think this is a cucumber, and that seems to be doing good too. That one just started taking off about I don't know, week and a half ago, and pretty soon I won't be able to mow in between the bales on this row. Big old tractor driving by out there on the road. Everybody's baling hay up here right now. The big round bales. This pepper plant that she planted in the side of the bale seems to be doing really good too. That one looks, you know, fairly healthy. I actually think that covers pretty much all of this vegetable garden right here. May as well take a quick peek here at the strawberry plants and everything. As of the time I'm filming this, I am editing right now the video when I put the fence up, so you guys probably have seen that video if you watch the Northern Seclusion channel. But anyway, the deer were eating the strawberry plant, so took care of that. I haven't mowed between the rows here now for about 5 days, so I've got to mow. But anyway, we've been getting a lot of strawberries. We just were out picking last night. They're starting to die down. This is northern Minnesota, zone 3, edge of zone 4. So a June bearing type is a better deal. And most of these were June bearing. I think we had one variety that's an ever bearing. But now they're starting to fade back, and they're starting to get, some of them are getting the runners. So we'll let those plant themselves and then dig them up and put them in a pot and figure out what to do with them next year. The rhubarb plants, once I got properly schooled when I put the video up on planting them, on how to not cut them back but tear them out, and I did that, you can see they're growing really nice. We'll definitely get a harvest yet this later this summer or early this fall. And we have all kind of raspberry plants growing here, but raspberries, which some of these are going to be neat because we've got them from, like we got a couple of them from the person that we got the rhubarb from, so some of those are going to be pretty good. But as it is right now, we have raspberries coming out of our ears. You can pick raspberries twice a day if you want to. That's what we were doing when Melissa's son and his girlfriend and little boy were up here. We picked last night, and I mean, they're going to be everywhere. And this is just one patch. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. like, comment, share, whatever it is that Melissa always says at the end. We will see you guys on the next video.